Hi everybody, my name is Liz Rivera. I'm the Gem State Medium. Welcome back. Let's talk about clairtangency. Clairtangency is also a form of psychometry. I mean, it's basically the same thing. Psychometry is picking up the energy and information off of an object as well. Somebody brings you an item. I do it occasionally if somebody asks, or if I'm kind of having a hard time bringing somebody in, I will ask them, can you also bring something that belonged to this loved one who's passed over with you so I can hold it in my hands to pick up more information. A bracelet or a ring, a set of keys, something that belonged to their loved ones in order to, to pick up that information. Like I said, I will do that from time to time, and I find it fascinating when I do. I think one of the most important times that I've used psychometry was when somebody came to me because their sister had been taken from their home. This was in Pocatello that she was taken, and I myself had said, do you have anything? Because this had happened way back in the 80s, like early 80s. She found out who I was and said, could you please look into this and see if you can find out what happened to her. She was taken out of the home when my parents were gone, and they found her, months and months and months and months later. I think it was a little over a year, if I remember right. What this woman brought me was a large tub, like this, and, probably 3 feet long, just this tub of every last little thing that they had of her sister's. And I went through it all, and there was a piece of her hair in there. And I remember picking it up and putting it in my hands and closing my eyes. And I saw that little girl. She was 13 when she disappeared. And I saw her. She had one arm behind her with that one foot kicked out. She had one arm behind her, and she had her hand right here. Not like she was in distress or anything. It was just like that's how she was standing. Like standing there looking at me like she was all relaxed and stuff. I drew the picture of her and what I saw, and gave it to, with the other information that I got, and gave it to her sister. And she said, oh my gosh, my sister used to stand like that all the time. She'd just stand there with her one hand holding her other arm behind her. And she would even get on her skateboard and ride on her skateboard like that with one foot kind of kicked out and the other arm, and just, she said, thinking she was just great and acrobatic and doing great things on there. So it kind of made me laugh and made me happy that I could connect that way. It's not every day that I get something that tangible to hold and do a reading, but I really do like when I'm able to do that. So in a nutshell, that is clairtangency. One more thing, I love going to thrift stores, antique stores, things like that. What I really love to do is, I got to look at everything, touch everything. You can ask any of my kids or my husband, they're like, she's got to touch everything. But let's just say you go into an antique store or a thrift store. Before you grab that item and you're going to put it in your cart and take it home, even like a doll, back to the dolls, the vessels, so be careful with dolls and stuff, but just anything, because people get attached to their items, and sometimes those items don't feel good. So if I go in and I find something really cool and I touch it and it feels bad, or you get a weird feeling or vibe off of it, put it back. Just put it back and leave it alone, and don't take it home with you. That's something you can do every day. If you get that sense, there's probably a reason you touched it and it didn't feel great, put it back. So I'll leave you with that, with the clairtangency or the psychometry. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.